Yo guys, it's Sith here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome back to the channel today. Obviously, we are back with some more transfer news, and today it's good news and it's bad news, and not in particularly bad news. Like, it's not actually like, oh my god, like this is awful news. No, it's just I've got to lay some laws down here as we get through the video, because Chelsea Football Club obviously operate on a different level sometimes to do with transfers, and especially under this ownership, you could say sometimes we make signings that don't need to happen. And as we get through the video, I will, get into that a little bit more. But before we do get into the transfer news video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so notified every time I upload a video. Also, first link in the description is my streaming channel. Go and check that out. It'd be very much appreciated. And also, my second channel is on there. Now, I've been saying I'm going to upload on my second channel for the past, 2 weeks now. Videos will be coming on there very, very soon. I'm just still trying to figure out topics to do on there. So, either way, let's get straight into it, because we haven't got a massive amount, but we've got a lot definitely to talk about. So we're going to start off first with the news. You probably, if you haven't heard this news already, then you must be living under some sort of rock. But this came out last night. All the news I've got after that has all come out today. So anyway, yesterday, this obviously happened, and I'm getting my 2 cents on it. So, official, Chelsea is thrilled to announce Cole Palmer has signed a 2-year contract extension until 2033. Feels so weird saying 2033. We are close to 2033, that's crazy in my opinion. Either way, Cole Palmer signs a new 2-year deal at Chelsea, which takes him to 2033, which is, another 9 years at Chelsea. Let's hope we get Champions League football, because if we don't, and we have a player like Cole Palmer on our books, I can tell you for certain, Real Madrid's, your Bayern Munich's, your Juventus's, stuff like that, they will be coming hard for him. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They will be going in for, that sounds crazy. They'll be going in for him. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That they will be going in for him. And they would, they probably would, but, they would be going in for Cole Palmer, because the guy is a straight baller. I'm happy he signed another extension. That clearly means he's happy. I think this takes his wages to more than 120k a week from what I read online. More than 120k a week, which is around the similar type of wages to Enzo and Caicedo, I think he's going to be earning. Which, let's be real, out of all Chelsea players, the only player that deserves a contract is Cole Palmer. In terms of a wage increase, it's Cole Palmer. So Cole Palmer fully deserved. I'm hoping he sticks with us for the 9 years, and I hope he can bring success to our club, because we haven't had it for a long time. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyway, moving on to another contract. Somebody else could be given a contract too. Now, it's not Malo Gusto, but Malo Gusto is another person who I think deserves a contract, another contract upgrade, because Cole Palmer was on 80k, now he's on more than 120. I think we will hear the figure soon. Gusto, in my opinion, deserves a little bump as well, because he was brilliant. This player also, in my opinion, deserves a contract extension, but at the same time, maybe hold out to see how he does this season. Now, I'm going to tell you who it is. So, Fabrizio Monaco said this: after Cole Palmer, Chelsea want to reward Nicholas Jackson with new contract, as negotiations have already started. Talks ongoing over a longer deal and higher salary for Jackson, as clubs very happy with his impact on first Premier League season. And I think, everything right there that Fabrizio Romano said, I completely agree with. I think Jackson's first season as a Chelsea player, as a Chelsea striker, we know how Chelsea strikers struggle. Strikers come to Chelsea struggle. I think Jackson had a very, very positive season. I think, in fact, a lot of people like to say since Diego Costa, our best striker has been Tammy Abraham. Well, I think it's Jackson now. I think Jackson was brilliant last season. And what I always keep saying is, look, if you're a regular watcher of my channel, or you follow my Twitter and this is the first time you've watched my channel, you're probably thinking, so why are you demanding Chelsea go for a striker, Osimhen in particular? It's nothing to Jackson. It's nothing to Jackson. It's just Jackson's still so young. The guy's only 22, 23. It's his second season in the Premier League. His fourth season in total in senior football. And he's still going to be very, very raw. You're not going to see the best of Jackson yet until another 2 years' time. Until you're looking about the 2026-27 Premier League season, in my opinion. Maybe the season after that. which, again, that's nothing towards Jackson. That's just the fact that he is still so raw. He's not going to cover that ground in that space of time. So I think like a player like Osimhen coming in, who is 26, coming in, and Jackson can look up to him and go, all right, I can improve my game. He can learn his game off a player like Osimhen too. Also, as well, I think Jackson's quality. I think you need quality in each position. 2 players in each position, quality for quality, battling each other out to see who can, get that starting spot. Which arguably only just pushes players even more to be better. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I think in that space of time that Osimhen's here, I think Jackson would improve his game tremendously, especially with a player like Osimhen too. So I think Jackson does deserve a contract bump as well, which also proves as well, in my last video when I talked about, there was a rumour about Jackson apparently not being happy. This just proves it. Otherwise, Jackson would have said no to the contract and would have said by now, can I leave? So either way, anyway, I think Jackson's another player. I think those 3 are the only ones who deserve an extension. The only ones. So, yeah, we have to see how that develops. Anyway, let's move on to the big bit of news. This is like the huge bit of news. Felix, Joao Felix, we discussed it in the last video. What's going on with this deal with Atletico Madrid in total? So, Fabrizio Romano has told us this about an hour and a half ago. So, negotiations between Chelsea and Atletico Madrid are still ongoing. After Omorodian deal off and Gallagher back to London, the 2 clubs are still trying to find new agreement for Connor. Joao Felix remains part of discussions, also with agent Mendes. No breakthrough yet. Like, how is a no breakthrough yet? And you know my stance on it, especially if you watched my last video. I don't particularly want Joao Felix, but the only way, Conor Gallagher's going to be leaving is if we do get the Joao Felix deal done. That's the only way he's going to be leaving. I don't think the Joao Felix deal makes any sense. I've had a lot of people come to me and go, oh, but you'd have Madueke, Sterling and Mudryk over him. Madueke, yes, because he plays off the right wing, and I think Felix wouldn't be happy being a backup to Palmer, because I think Palmer will be starting every game because I think he's that good. So Felix wouldn't be happy about that. Also, I think it's very unrealistic if you think that we're going to sell both Mudryk and Sterling in the same window. That is not happening. On top of all the other players we've got to sell and loan out and stuff like that, nah, no way. So it's very, very, very tough. I don't know what we're going to do. I really don't know what we're going to do. The deal doesn't make sense. But if we drop the deal, that means Conor Gallagher stays at Chelsea. Like, he actually doesn't go to Atletico Madrid. He stays at Chelsea. Then we've got to find another move for another player who will then be angry. And, the situation will just get too tense. Apparently the situation's tense already. Apparently Atletico Madrid have already told Conor Gallagher. If you didn't see what I read then, Conor Gallagher has flew back to Chelsea. He is currently training with the Chelsea under-21s, I think it is. That's not to say the deal's off. The deal's not off. He's just training at Chelsea whilst the deal's still happening. But Diego Simeone and Atletico directors have told Gallagher, stay tight, we're going to get this sorted. But apparently the situation's getting tense. I don't think we want Felix. This is the situation, I think. I don't think we want Felix. I think we're trying to get Atletico Madrid to drop it down, sign Conor Gallagher, then we don't sign anybody off Atletico Madrid. I think the original target was Samuel Omorodian, and now we can't go to anybody. And to get Gallagher off the books, we have to sell to Atletico Madrid because it's a quicker sale. But the only player that looks tempting for us is Felix. I don't think we actually want the Felix deal. I don't. And do we need the Felix deal, in my opinion? No, like I've already said, I think in the 10 position, which is an advanced 8 in Maresca's system, we've got players already suited there. That place is filled up. Left wing, like I've already said, Sterling and Mudryk leaving in the same season, both of them. Very unrealistic, but we've also got Neto there too. I think one of them leaving, yes, but then you're going to have 3 players in one position again, so it's unrealistic. Striker, don't say Felix as a striker, please, because I don't want to go down that route. It will literally be Havertz 2.0. It will be 8 goals and 4 assists in one season for Felix. No, bring me an actual number 9, Osimhen, obviously. And Off the right, I think Madueke deserves to stay at Chelsea. That's not me saying I think he's going to be better than Felix, but I think he deserves to stay at Chelsea. Don't think he deserves to get let go. So I don't know. The situation should have been done already. This should have been easy. This should have been done. There's little reports going around from some Spanish media saying that apparently the deal is going to be maybe done tomorrow or the day after, so Thursday or Friday. I'm going to come on there and tell you I reckon that's BS. But hey, it might not be, but I reckon it is. I reckon it's just a brief to tell Chelsea to hurry up. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know where I stand on this. Let me know where you stand on it. I'm not really that happy with it. Anyway, anywho, let's move on to the next bit of news, which is this. So, this has come out, but I'm going to give my 2 cents on it. So, Napoli sporting director is in London to discuss Victor Osimhen and Romelu Lukaku. This is from Sky Italy and Sky Sports. This was today, earlier on today. Now, we know Napoli have flew over to London to discuss with Chelsea to do with Osimhen and Lukaku, which that's obviously just stated there. I forgot it even said Lukaku then. We're going to get to Lukaku news in a minute, by the way. But to discuss Osimhen, I'm just gonna keep it honest with you all. I think out of the two, Osimhen or Felix, I think we're gonna sign Felix. I don't think we're gonna go for Osimhen. Honestly, it's weird because one day I hear all the stuff and I'm there like, oh my god, we're actually gonna sign Osimhen. Oh my god, we're actually gonna sign what we exactly need. And then the other time I look at it and I go, oh nah, it's not happening. It's not happening. And I'm having one of those days where I'm there like, nah, it's not happening. This deal's not gonna happen. I don't know where I stand on it. It's like, I feel like out of the two, I think we're going to sign Felix and we're not going to sign Osimhen. Which, if that's the case, I think is an absolute travesty. An absolute travesty. Because we need an actual vocal point up front. We need a number 9. We need a number 9. If you go on my Twitter, 95% of my tweets for the past week have just been Osimhen. Because I'm trying to tell Chelsea Football Club, Pooh Stanley. Lawrence Stewart, I don't know why I laugh, it's so pathetic. Lawrence Stewart, Todd Bowley, Egbali, hey, Swift, if he's even still alive. I'm trying to tell him, we need a number 9. We need him. Osimhen's there. It's such an easy deal. I really hope with these talks that did happen, because talks did happen today. I really hope with these talks, they did discuss Osimhen. If I don't hear that we did discuss about Osimhen in these talks today, in the next 2 days or so, then the desk is going to go up in flames. I tell you. And I will be very vocal on Twitter. Very, very vocal. And if it's positive talks, but still no breakout, then I don't know. But we need to get something done first, because I'll tell you why. Because I'm hearing all sorts of stuff now that apparently, the Premier League executive, whatever you call them, they came out and said they came out talking about the Man City investigation, but they said they were also doing an investigation at Chelsea, and that should be concluded soon. And the whispers going around apparently at the moment is we're going to have a transfer ban. We're going to have a transfer ban for a year or something like that. So it will be probably if it's given to us after this window, which by the way ends on the 30th of August. So we've got 16 days to get an actual striker in, Osimhen. So we better get stuff done quickly. But if it's after this window, it's given to us after this window, then it's literally the winter of 2025. So January window and the summer of 2025. So it kind of explains why we're going so ham in the window, doesn't it? If you think about it in a sense. So we got to get our stuff done, man. We honestly do. Loan plus obligation at least, please. Anyway, let's move on to last bit of news, which kind of concludes what the last bit of news was on about. There has been talks. This is exactly what's just come out. So, Napoli does not give up on Romelu Lukaku. For the first time today, Chelsea have shown they are willing to accept an amount lower than Romelu Lukaku's €43 million release clause. Napoli initial offer was €25 million plus €5 million bonus. The parties remain in contact. From Damartio, Which, by the way, Di Marzio last night, by the way, came out and said that Napoli are talking to Chelsea in London on Wednesday, so today, and they will discuss Lukaku and Osimhen as well. They did say that as well, and they said that the Osimhen thing's looking positive at the moment, but I've heard nothing about the Osimhen thing so far. Nothing. That is the latest I've heard from Di Marzio, and it's to do with Lukaku. Now, Di Marzio, you could say, is very unreliable nowadays, but in terms of actually in Italy, he is very, very reliable in Italy. So, I'm just going to keep it short and sweet because I don't want to talk about Lukaku. You know me, I just want him gone. 43 million euros. I didn't expect us to get 38 million pounds for him. I think that was the fee, 38 million pounds. I think we wasn't going to get that for him. I knew the whole time we wasn't going to get it for him. But, hey, I'll accept about 30 mil. I'll accept 30 mil. If we're showing, if we're showing willingness to go to a lower fee for Lukaku, then surely Napoli will look at us and go, yeah, I'm showing willingness to let Osimhen go for a lower fee too, because they don't want Osimhen. They want Osimhen gone. Osimhen wants gone out of Napoli as well. Surely they've got. I've spoken today about it whilst I talk about Lukaku. Like I already said, Lukaku, just please go. I have a feeling this is going to be done before next Tuesday. I think Lukaku will be gone by next Tuesday. That's my prediction. I think it'll be around £30 million, which I think for Lukaku in the Serie A, which he can do, we've seen it before. He is quite good in the Serie A. He's experienced in the Serie A, and he knows Conte. I think it's a good move for Napoli. I think it is a really good move for Napoli. But just please give us something valuable on Osimhen, please. Please, for the love of God. Please tell me they spoke to Osimhen. I don't even know, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see how everything develops. That is it for today's news. Let me know in the comments down below what you all think. The Cole Palmer contract, let me know. Do you think Jackson deserves one too? Gallagher, Felix, let me know. And obviously, Lukaku situation too. So I'll be very intrigued to know. I'll be listening in the comments down below. I'll be liking like I usually do. Make sure you all like the video, subscribe as well, and hit the bell notification so notified every time I upload a video, because videos could literally come at any time. You know, we might even get an Osimhen Here We Go tomorrow. You never know, and I'll be straight here for it. If we're being realistic, it's going to probably be a Felix Here We Go. But anyway, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Have a good rest of your day and night. Peace.